Hello everyone. It feels like it's been a very long time since I haven't done a little video. Honestly, I knew I wanted to do a video. I had no idea what I wanted to do it on, right? Because I think in my channel I've posted like 2 plan with me's, one with this planner and one with another. And I don't really feel like plan with me's are my thing. I don't know. I don't really like them. Or at least seeing mine, right? Because I watch a ton of plan with me videos, so I obviously like watching plan with me's, but I don't like recording plan with me's just because I don't think that I am a very much like a day-to-day planner. You see, like yesterday was Wednesday, and you see like I fill up my days as they go. I'm not someone that really, it's almost like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, hey, what do I have to do today? And then I write it down, or I'll do that like the night before, right? So it's not something that I can sit down and be like, oh, I need to get all of this done this week. So I don't feel like my plan with me's are very interesting because I'm not writing in a whole lot, right? But I did want to show you guys how the finished spread of my last plan with me turned out. All right, this is how it turned out. I'm pretty sure I added things after I finished the video. I'm not even sure if I even had like these stickers, like the weekday stickers. I'm not even sure if I had that at the end of the video, or if I added it after. But that's pretty why my plan with me's are kind of a fail, because I think I did it and then I went back in and I added more stickers and I was like, hey, why didn't I do that in the plan with me? But whatever, right? So point is, so this is how my planner is looking so far. I love this planner, loving it. This is the month of June, Sterling Ink subscription, still going strong. But I realized something. It is June, guys. It is June and the planner frenzy is in an all-time high. It is in an all-time high, okay? And the thing with Hobonichi is that you kind of know that even if you don't buy them when they get released, you can always find them somewhere else because there's such a like big well-known brand. Whereas these other shops that are just like, hey, I'm releasing a planner, there's almost like this fear of, oh, they're gonna go out of stock and then I'm not gonna have one, and what if that's the planner that's perfect for me on 2024? And that's when you start spiraling. Okay, so I have here this beautiful planner. I'm gonna just let me put my Archer and Olive notebook to the side, right? So I can have my little Hobonichi there. Okay, perfect. And I'm gonna talk about this planner. Okay, this is the Sweet Freckled Designs Weekly Compact planner, weekly compact notebook or planner, right? So this basically is supposed to have fixed everything that Hobonichi continues to ignore, right? You know how for so long people have been like, I'm just hitting everything on my desk right now. For so long people have been like, oh, we want to get rid of the quotes in the bottom of the page, and you know, we would like for like these days to not have a different color. Like if you go to the monthlies, right? If you go to the monthlies in the Hobonichi, you have like the gray and the red kind of color in the weekends, and people are like, how about if it was all the same color, right? So she kind of, and a lot of people always go as well, like, oh, the mega has 2 little pages or 2 fewer pages, right? Like there's a big jump from the standard to the mega, right? So she did this planner kind of like to fix all the things that Hobonichi has ignored. And I'm gonna walk you through this planner, right? Because when she put these up, I was like, oh my God, I need one because they're gonna go out of stock. Like her weekly diary went out of stock and I need to have one before it goes out of stock, right? And I got this planner and I was like in love with it, absolutely in love with it, right? And I'm gonna show you I kind of a little bit of the setup here, right? So I've dated mine just to give you an idea. And here I left this blank because I like, I kind of want to start using the scripts that come with the Sterling Ink subscription as my monthly, you know. So in the beginning of the year for my Hobonichi, I actually added scripts for all of my months. I wouldn't have known that if I would have known that my Sterling Ink subscription was going to actually come with monthly, like a monthly script to put there, right? So I left this because I kind of was trying to make it seem as close as possible to the Hobonichi. Let me go here. Okay, right, so you see here how it has like the February. That's kind of what I was aiming for. Right, so I did this. I set up a couple of my monthlies, very clean, very nice, right? This is kind of what it looks like. And then I went to the weeklies. Oh, and this is what the weekly looks like. So as you can see, no quotes in the bottom, so you get the page. These are very easy to do because she actually sells these like in a kit, right? So she did say she was going to release like the pack for the weeklies for 2024. So this was just like the month of December, and I started, yeah, this would be the exact I actually have it, right? Because it's right here, and the Hobonichis do come with the monthlies for December. Let's see. So I'm gonna just flip through here. Okay, right, so perfect. So here, as you can see, this would be the same week, right? Where you're ending December 3rd and you're starting with November 27th, right? So I was like, okay, this is perfect. And then I realized there's one thing that I really use in my Hobonichi Weeks that I had not noticed that I use a lot, which is these numbers right here. I don't have tabs, and I do put in vellum tip-ins to show me when the month is beginning, which I might not do next year because honestly they are really bulking up my notebook. But point is, I do the vellum tip-ins, but I really rely on these numbers right here on the side to, like, if I'm skimming through and be like, oh, I need to go to I need to go to August, right? Because in August is my bridal shower, right? I need to go to August. Well, I can't do that in this planner, right? Because there are no numbers here. So I was like, that's fine. I'll put it in the little corner. I'll put it in the little corner right up there, right? So I did that. I was like, oh, so this will be very easy. And I only put in the month of December, okay? Just to give you guys an idea of what it's going to look like, right? And then because this is undated and I did not want to skip any pages in the Tomoe River paper because that would be a nightmare if I skip a week without noticing, I actually numbered very lightly in pencil, and I would erase them as the weeks go, or as I set them up. I literally counted out the 53 weeks of the entire notebook because I was like, I do not want to, right? And this would be the last one, right? And then I started off my notes pages, and the way my the way my notes pages are set up, I numbered this 1, 2, right, using the Sterling Ink numbers 1, 2, and this page would be for my book log. Right, so this is my book log right here. So I would recreate it like that here, 1, 2, and then I counted out 1 through 15 12 times, okay? Because I'm gonna give myself, or I intended to give myself, 15 pages each month, right? So if you see at the top very lightly, I counted off 1 through 15, right? And I thought that would be clever because it would also be a very easy way of knowing when I'm running out of pages for the month, right? If I give myself 15 pages per month, if I'm in page 10, I already know. I don't need to even think about how much pages I have left for the month, right? So I did that. So you would see numbers 1 through 15 multiple times. And I did this, first of all, to make sure I wasn't skipping any pages. And second of all, to make sure that I was like perfectly cutting them up per month, right? And I love this setup. I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. This is exactly what I'm gonna use. Although kind of low-key was trying to set it up exactly like my Hobonichi. But anyhow, I was like, whatever. This is a problem that I have with this planner now that I have it, right? When I first bought it, I only had the planner. I didn't have the clear cover. I am a clear cover user, okay? I almost had a mishap with this planner in the month of January. I put a clear cover on this. I have not taken it out, right? Because I do not want to spill anything on my planner, like, just no. And this is a white planner. I'm definitely gonna have a clear cover on it. So I'm gonna show you guys what's my problem with this planner. I'm gonna do a little comparison. Well, this is not a fair comparison because my planner is definitely bulked up at this point, but this is what it looks like. You can already see it's smaller. It is smaller, and it's shorter. Like my Hobonichi is shorter than this one. It is like this planner is larger than the Hobonichi. It doesn't have the same specs, which I did not know. Like for some reason, I just assumed that they would be exactly the same, and they're not. And I'm gonna show you guys two different situations here, because I have covers that I've bought in Etsy and I have covers that I have bought in Hobonichi. All right, so this is a Hobonichi cover. Okay, it's, I don't know if you can see that, but it does not fit the way it should. It's really tight. I don't know if I can even make this close. Oh, no, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I don't know if you can see or if the camera's picking it up, but it does not fit. Oh, and look, I already dented it. Yeah, it doesn't fit inside the Hobonichi cover. Now, in the covers that I've bought on Etsy, these always tend to be a little wider. So this one fits, but I need to tug on the zipper in order to make it round the corners. And this is it with zero bulk. And my planner is going to grow throughout the year. I use pictures, I put ephemera in the notes pages in the back. This planner is going to get thick throughout the year. And already I kind of have to tug in the zipper to make it fit into my covers, which I don't like. Now, randomly, this is not the best color choice, but I have this cover from Shop Villa Beautiful. It fits in here perfect. I don't like this cover for this color for it. I would like they have like a more copper toned one. I think that one would look much better because of this right here, like that little detail. All right, this one fits perfect. This one, no problems here. This one fits great. But I never have used this cover. I think I had my Hobonichi in here for a short time because I wasn't a fan of this overlapping. I much prefer a zipper. But the Shop Villa Beautiful cover does work great with the Sweet Freckle Designs one. Now, to get to the interesting part. Right after I bought this, Paper Test Designs released her yearly undated notebook. And I was like, oh my God, I need one. I need one. This might be perfect. It's a vertical layout. I've always used vertical layouts. Like being in the Hobonichi is the first time that I've used a horizontal layout, whatever. Next day, literally, I was like, I'm going to take the night to think about it. Next day, they were sold out. So I was totally bummed. And then Sterling Ink releases the teaser that she's going to release her weekly notebook as well. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need it. And then I stopped. And I'm like, okay, no. I need to stop. Like, this time in the planner community, you have so much of like this person releasing this and this person releasing this, and it's come to that point where like in past years I know what it's like to buy 6 planners and have to give 5 of them away because I'm like I'm not gonna use all these planners. I'm not, right? Like my Hobonichi's working for me. Why do I feel the need of like almost like fear of missing out, you know, where, oh my gosh, but these shops are smaller, once they're sold out they're gone. I may never have bought that planner either way. right? Like I may never have used it. Like even this one, I bought it. I think it's a lovely planner. I think it's great. I don't think I'm going to use it. I don't. I might use it for work, but as a personal planner, I'm realizing I love my Hobonichi. So why am I trying to make this into a replica of my Hobonichi when Hobonichis exist, right? Like this is an undated planner. It has its own format, very similar to the Hobonichi Weeks, but the Hobonichi Weeks is different, right? And I'm trying to make this almost like a replica of this, and why am I doing that, right? And it's like the Paper Test Designs Weekly Planner. Also, I really wanted that one. And I was like messaging her like, oh, when are you going to release that? And I'm like, wait. It's almost like a frenzy at this point where you find yourself just wanting to get a planner because it's limited, because it's there, because it's new, because it's shiny. And you just need to stop and reflect on, is this planner what I need to be productive, right? Like, if you are an avid planner hopper, then that's fine, right? Because that's who you innately are. I am not planner hopper. That is not who I innately am. I like having one planner for the year. Actually, I always have had two, right? I've always had one for personal and one for work, which is this one, I'm pretty sure is going to end up being a work planner. And I'm going to end up buying myself a Hobonichi in the month of September because I like this planner. Like, why do I feel like I need to get the Sterling Ink planner and get the Paper Test Designs planner and get the Sweet Freckle Designs planner, and this is what's working for me. Like, I am not a planner hopper. And sometimes I feel like in the planner community, it becomes this thing of like, oh, this is what I'm using this week, and this, I got tired of that, and this is what I'm using this week, and I got tired of that, and now I'm bullet journaling, and that's great if that's what keeps you productive, but that's not great if you're just getting overwhelmed by social media and feeling like you need to try something new because other people are trying new planners and it's going so great for them, and maybe that's what's going to make you more productive. If your planner system is working, if your planner system does make you productive, don't let yourself get swept up in the whole you need to buy a planner because it's going to be out of stock craze. Like, you don't need to do it. And I noticed that when I bought this one, and then the next day I wanted to get the Paper Test Design one, and then the day, like literally, I think it all happened within a couple of weeks. Sterling Ink, I think it was yesterday that she did the teaser for the weekly notebook, and I'm like, yeah, I am not gonna buy another planner until Hobonichi releases theirs and I can see what their lineup looks like, right? So if Hobonichi has a horrible lineup, because honestly, guys, I am sick of the purple. I am so sick of the purple. I tried to get this to be like the most neutral one, and I'm sick of this color. I'm so sick of it. I mean, that's why I got the white. Like, she had this one in burgundy. I was like, I don't want no color. Like, if they release a black cover, I think I'd be so happy. Like, oh my God, give me the black cover. Like, just give it to me. And not the black with the white stripe. I'm not crazy about that one, but like just an all black planner, I'd be so in, or an all white planner, I'd be so in. Like, I'm sick of the purple. I really am. I'm just kind of over it. So I do want to know what their lineup looks like so I can make my choice. If their lineup sucks and we got like a bunch of hot pink neon green colors again, then I might use this one as my personal planner. But otherwise, I'm pretty sure this is going to end up being my work planner, and I'm going to get another Hobonichi for my personal planner because I love this. And I kind of was getting swept away with all of the new releases and everybody, like, just promoting they're all great products. Like, honestly, I watch Plan With Me's, I watch unboxings, I watch reviews, I watch everything on YouTube of the Common Planner, of the Paper Test Weekly Planner, of the Paper Test Undated Yearly Planner. I watch them all. I really do. And I love them, right? That's the problem. I love them all. And I want them all. But I'm not And maybe like if Paper Test does a restock on December and I don't like what Hobonichi has released, maybe I'll get that as my personal planner, because either way I'm still gonna need a personal planner and a work planner. I always have 2 planners all the time. And yeah, so regardless I'm gonna need 2 planners. I am thinking it's gonna be a Hobonichi because I'm obsessed with this planner and I don't really want to change it. I don't like, for a moment there I thought I did, but I don't. Yeah, but let's say Hobonichi just like has a horrible lineup of ridiculous colors, then maybe when she does her restock, I'll probably get one, but I'm gonna stop searching. Like, I'm just gonna enjoy the unboxings and enjoy the reviews and enjoy all of that because I'm a planner addict and I love watching all of that, but I'm gonna stop. And I'm not gonna purchase any more planners until Hobonichi releases theirs and I'm able to see their lineup, because like the craze is real right now. The craze is real. And if your planner system isn't working for you, great, go see your options. But if your planner system is working for you, don't drive yourself crazy. Don't drive yourself crazy. And that's where I am right now. I'm just like, you know what? This is working. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I am not gonna buy myself 6 different planners this year. Last year I bought myself 5 different planners and I had to like give away 3 and I stood with 2. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it anymore. I'm not going to let Instagram influence me into getting 7 different planners and having to gift 5 of them away because I never use 7 planners. I only use 2. I'm just not doing it anymore. Not doing it anymore. So I'm gonna end this with a little flip through of how June has turned out, right? So this is June. I am loving June right now in my planner. We are in the last week of June, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. This month was crazy for me. My grandma in Puerto Rico passed away. She was 98 years old, and we went over there and we celebrated her life. Like, it was sad. Yes, we cried, but we laughed and we got together with our cousins, and it was all of my siblings staying in this tiny little house that my parents, like, it's the OG house in Puerto Rico where half of my siblings grew up, or like, you know, half grew up because they came over here. I think the oldest was 11 when they came over here, right? So they spent a chunk of their childhood in that house, and we went over there. I have 10 siblings. I have 5 brothers and 5 sisters, same mom and dad. So we, like, since I'm a kid, you know, some of them got married when I was really young, and it was all of us inside of this tiny little house, and we had so much fun. It was crazy. We had so much fun, and we celebrated my grandma's life, and it was a good time. It was a good time. It was so, I will never forget it. I will never forget it. Kind of getting emotional thinking about it. And these are my notes pages for the month of June. Right before I left, it was my fiance's birthday. His birthday is June 4th, and we went out the 3rd just to celebrate his birthday, and we had such a good time. I love him to death. And then the 9th, I left to Puerto Rico. And hack, if you want your roll to last longer in the HP, do I have them? Yes, I have the HP. No, I do not have the HP sprocket. What do I have? Let me get what I use to print my pictures, because I do not want to give the wrong information here. This is what I have. I have the Canon Ivy. That's what I have. If you want your pictures to last longer, in the collage, put for 2 pictures, and you can round the corners. I use this to round the corners, and this is how the pictures turn out. And they're clear. They take up less space. I got to write and I got to use more pictures, which was a lot of fun. And this is us in front of the little house in Puerto Rico, which was a lot of fun. And then this little dog right here just completely stole my heart. I was crying so much the day I had to leave because she is in the house adjacent to my house, and she was just left out there with no water in like 102-degree weather. I always gave her water, always would give her something. It came to the point where in the mornings before I left, she would be waiting for me by the fence because she knew I was going to give her water. And I really feel like I don't want to cry, but I really feel like I bonded with her. And it is my hope that I can go back for her and potentially buy her off the family that has her, because she's just very, very neglected right now. And a piece of my heart still in Puerto Rico with this little dog over there. I really do want to go back for her, and hopefully I'm able to make that happen. You know, my fiance already knows as well that I want to go back for her, and he's trying to see when we can make that happen, if we can make that happen at all. But yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for just hanging out and listening to my ramblings. And of course I'm crying now. Listening to my ramblings, because I was getting very like I noticed I was getting kind of like scatterbrained this week when it came with all the planner releases, and it's okay to be okay with your planner. It's okay to be okay with what works for you. And that's my 2 cents. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, if you stuck around this long for this amount of rambling. And I hope you all are enjoying planner season. And what are you guys planning to use? Are you gonna go with another Hobonichi Weeks? Are you gonna just ditch Hobonichi and try something different to see if that ups your productivity? Let me know in the comments. Take care, everyone.